All right, folks, how you doing? WrestleTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, social media, links in the description box if you'd like to connect with me. Coming at you today with a video on just, the importance of exercise in general. I mean, of course, that's what the channel's about, but given today's society, we're in that mode of now. I need everything right now, and we don't ever look at the big picture. So that's kind of what this video is about, looking at the big picture of creating that healthy lifestyle, that fitness journey, right? So what it actually comes down to is we need to be able to understand, no matter what age we are, we're most likely living to 70, 80, sometimes 90 years old. And that's what we have to remember. It's not about right now. It's about 70, 80 years down the road. That's what this journey that you're on right now is going to help with. There's a lot of 60 and 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds that they're confined to a wheelchair or they're bedridden and they can't move. And that's one of the things that creating this lifestyle as soon as possible is going to do for you. It's going to, it might not, I really want to believe that it can lengthen the time of your life. But I'm also a firm believer that, I think it's already set in stone how many days, bug in my mouth, sorry, how many days we're actually going to live on this earth. I think there is a set day. So the thing we've got to be able to realize and understand is it might not actually prolong your life. You still might get cancer, you still might whatever. But what it's going to do is create a better quality of life, because that's what it's really about. It's about not being 80 years old and you can't move, right? We need to look at that big picture of when I'm 80, I still want to move. I joke around with some people and they always make fun of me, and I said, like, what's your goal? Tell them I want to be 100 and I want to be able to do 10 push-ups when I'm 100. And they'll just look at me, why do you want to be able to do 10 push-ups? I don't know. How many 100-year-old people do you know that can do one push-up? I don't think I really know any. So I'd like to be 100 years old and do 10 push-ups. Just to say that I'm 100 years old and I did 10 push-ups. Shoot, it'd be better to say 100 and 100 push-ups. But another thing we've got to realize is, and I was thinking about this as I was walking around, and of course I'm a Catholic, Christian Catholic, and what do we always talk about? It's about living for others, right? Loving others as yourself, loving others more than yourself, putting others first. And that's what we've got to realize with this fitness journey as well. That's what it's about, right? So next time you don't want to step into the gym, just remember, if you've got or you don't want to go out for a walk, you don't want to go run, you've got to realize that most likely you want to have children, I would assume. A lot of people out there do. A lot of people don't. But you've got to keep that in mind, that I need to be healthy, whether it be if you're a female trying to get pregnant, you want to make sure that you're as healthy as possible so that baby is as healthy as possible, right? Or maybe you have a 5-year-old. Another thing you got to think about is, okay, I need to be in shape so once my son or daughter wants to do gymnastics, play basketball, I can be the one that teaches them. I can be the one that guides them. I can create that bonding time with my child and play sports with them and not come home and not be able to move. Or maybe you have a high schooler and your health's been gone, so you haven't been able to do those things. But now you've got to realize that you're most likely going to have grandchildren. And don't you want to be able to play with your grandchildren, and you want to be able to run around with your grandchildren and not be, I would rather be the grandparent that is the one that can go out and play with their kids or their grandchildren and, throw them around, jump on trampoline, whatever it is, than just be the grandparent who gives them a bunch of ice cream and gives them a bunch of junk food. Because in reality, if that's the kind of grandparent you are, you're still the kind of grandparent that's setting your grandchild up for failure. Health-wise, you're setting them up for failure because we're starting to ingrain these negative eating habits in their lifestyle. So like I said, I think we just got to realize that it's more about the quality. Look at it as I'm creating a better quality for my life in the future. A better quality of life for my grandchildren, my children. So we've got to see it in that sense as you're living for others. You're creating this lifestyle for yourself for the benefit of others. So there you have it, folks. Hopefully some motivation to get you up, get you moving. when you don't feel like moving, when you don't feel like going to the gym, when you don't feel like pushing out that last rep, when you don't feel like eating that healthy meal, when you feel like a bad grandparent, a bad mother, father, a bad, for me, you know, kind of a uncle, a godfather, when I'm trying to make my goddaughter eat healthy. You know, no, it's for their benefit. What you're doing right now is for everybody's benefit if you're doing it for the right reasons. So, all right, subscribe to the channel, share the videos, like the videos, stay tuned for some more videos.